Okay. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, how are you?
So, say your name for the camera.
It's Lindsay Bergan.
Okay. And you've sailed a lot more than just moths, right? You're pretty experienced.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up sailing since I was 7 in opties and lasers and various other types of boats.
And I'm really interested, and I hope people don't just ask you this question, but I'm really interested about women sailing moths, because my understanding is that you need agility and skill and endurance, and that qualifies.
Yeah, I mean, I think that having previous sailing experience is really helpful. But I don't think there's any reason for girls not to sail moths any more than any other boat, really. I mean, I made some adjustments to my boat, like, you know, put more purchase in my vang and my main, and you can't get rid of the hiking, but
Right.
I mean, it definitely takes a little bit of, you know, crashing. You have to be willing to get wet and crash a few times, but no, it's not particularly hard. Or, I mean, I don't think my weight was a huge factor.
So what do you mean by your weight wasn't a huge factor?
Well, I mean, usually, like in a laser, since I would be so much lighter than these other guys, they'd just kill me because they're so much heavier.
I see.
And they can hike harder, but in this boat, I mean, there's just so much other stuff going into it.
Yeah.
Weight's just one factor, not the whole thing. So, I mean, boat handling.
Did you go into sailing the moth already because you already sailed? You were in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I mean, on and off. But yeah, I mean, you have to be in somewhat of good shape. But I mean, to just go out and 10 knots, just go out and try it and see if you like it. And
Now, so how did you place in the overall on this?
I
You
think
did pretty
it was
well.
32nd. So
okay.
You know, I was up and down a little. My goal was to finish in the top half, which I didn't make. But
you almost did though, because I was watching you.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of races I did just fine, but I had some I had a lot of capsizes and bad tacks and stuff, so got to get better on that one.
Yeah. So that's just practice and skill.
Exactly. Yeah.
And now, when I was talking to a person, they were saying that the people who really practice on the moths, they tended to be in the very top, and the people who converted over from another sailing type tended to be, you know, not at the top.
Well, I mean, it's a mix. I mean, this is the first Worlds for both Nathan and my husband Dalton, who got second and fourth. So
they did very well.
They're relatively new.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, there are definitely a lot of people that were kind of, you know, good sailors in other classes that came in and are still learning, for sure.
Right.
There's a lot of that going on.
Right. So are you going to stay on the moths?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really psyched to stay in. This has got me motivated for sure, this regatta.
And Diego, the guy that you know, did the measurement, he was saying that when I was talking to him that all you need is like, you know, 8 or 9 women to get competing. That they just need a group of them. Do you see that?
I mean, it's like I practice against the guys, and it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, because like you're saying, it's your weight doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to have other women just because it'd be fun to have them around. But I mean, it's a co-ed class, and it's kind of you know, whoever comes competes. And, but yeah, it would definitely be great to have other women. I mean, there's the top woman prize, and I'm the only one, so.
Oh, good.
I feel kind of guilty getting that award.
That's good. So Are you just into the moths now, or are you going to sail other types as well?
Oh, I mean, I think the moth will be my main boat just because I own a moth and don't own any other boats. But I mean, I'll sail other boats back in Seattle, like Quasars and lasers and random other classes. Definitely, just keep sailing.
Now, because I keep pounding you about the women question, is there anything you'd like to say? Because we're going to stick you on YouTube.
Oh, well, I mean, basically kind of what I've already said, that is, there's no reason for women not to sail moths. I mean, there is a lot of boat work that goes into it, and luckily I've had my husband help me learn all of that to keep the boat going. But physically, I don't really think that, I mean, especially if you sailed other boats, it's a pretty easy boat to get into with a little help along the way.
Of course, what are they, $13,000, $15,000?
Yeah, the expense is a problem.
Yeah, so some people get sponsored, right?
Yeah, I haven't really pushed for that for myself, just because it's kind of nice to be on my own program, but that's one way to go about things.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I thank you very much.
Well, thanks. It was nice to meet you.
Yes, okay.
It's nice to meet you too.
Thank you.